On any boat, there's this one piece of gear that's absolutely vital, but we all kind of ignore it, right? That is, until it fails. We are talking about the battery. It's literally the heart of your boat's electrical system, and in this explainer, we're going to make sure yours never misses a beat.
This right here, this is the boater's nightmare, and it's a direct quote from an experienced skipper who learned the hard way. Just picture it. 1 minute you're having a perfect day on the water, the next, silence. You're dead in the water, making a very, very expensive call for a tow. It happens way more often than you think.
So, that's the big question, isn't it? And trust me, we have the answer. We're going to help you turn that battery from something you worry about into your most reliable partner out there.
So let's dive in. Why does this all feel so complicated? Well, because picking the wrong battery isn't just a small mistake, it can actually damage your motor and worse, leave you stranded. The stakes are really high.
Exactly. It feels like you need an engineering degree just to buy one. CCA, AGM, lithium, it's just this alphabet soup of technical jargon. It's a huge barrier for sure, but we're about to translate all of it into plain, simple English.
The best way to simplify this whole thing is with one simple analogy. I want you to forget all that jargon for a second and just think about two kinds of athletes, sprinters and marathon runners. This is the absolute key to understanding the two main types of batteries.
Okay, so the difference is pretty clear when you look at it this way. Your starting battery, that's your sprinter. It's built for one thing, delivering a massive, explosive burst of energy to crank your engine, but it has zero endurance. If you try to run your electronics on it all day, you will literally destroy it. The deep cycle battery, now that's your marathoner. It's built tough, designed to provide steady, reliable power for hours on end. Perfect for your trolling motor, fish finder, the whole shebang.
All right, so now that we've got the two main types down, let's crack the code. We're going to decipher that secret language you see printed on the side of every single battery so you know exactly what you're looking at.
First up is CCA, or cold cranking amps. Just think of this as your engine's wake-up call on a really cold morning. It's all about the raw power it can deliver in freezing temperatures. Now, the key takeaway here is simple. You have to meet, or even better, exceed your engine's minimum CCA rating. No exceptions.
Next up, or amp hours. This one's maybe the easiest to get your head around. It's basically the size of your battery's fuel tank. That's it. A bigger number means more fuel in the tank, which means you can run your electronics for longer. Simple as that.
And this one is your safety net, reserve capacity. This tells you how many minutes your battery can run your essential electronics after your engine's charging system dies. This isn't just another spec, folks. This is your lifeline. This is what gets you home safely.
Okay, so now let's look at the different chemistries. This chart really lays out the trade-offs you have to make. Your traditional flooded lead acid is cheap, but it's high maintenance. AGM is a fantastic maintenance-free upgrade, and it's way more resistant to vibration. But let's be honest, the real game changer here is lithium. It's the lightest, it's the most powerful, and it lasts the longest. But yeah, it comes with a premium price tag. Okay, so we've armed you with all this knowledge. Let's get practical. How do you actually apply this stuff to your boat and find that perfect battery for your needs?
It boils down to a pretty simple four-step process. First, list out every single electronic device you have. Second, figure out your total amp-hour needs for a typical day out. Third, find that minimum CCA number for your engine. And finally, and this is super important, add a safety margin. Now listen closely. For a lead-acid battery, that means you need to double your calculated need because you never, ever want to discharge them below 50%. And speaking of batteries, this is where it gets really interesting, especially for you guys with smaller boats. Just look at that weight difference. A 100 amp-hour lithium battery gives you all the same power as its lead-acid cousin, but at literally half the weight. Shaving 30 pounds off the back of your boat, that is a massive performance boost.
So ultimately, your choice comes down to this decision triangle. You have to balance three things: weight, cost, and performance. You've got to decide what's most important to you. Are you on a tight budget? Is shedding every possible pound your top priority? Or do you just want the absolute best performance, no compromises? You can't have it all, so you have to find your sweet spot in the middle.
You know, picking the right battery is really only half the battle. Taking care of it, that's the other half. Proper maintenance is the secret to longevity. It's what ensures you get years of reliable service instead of just, one season.
Seriously? This 5-minute monthly checklist can literally double the life of your battery. Clean terminals mean a good connection.
Tight cables prevent power loss, and just a quick check with a multimeter is the single best way to catch a problem before it leaves you high and dry. And please don't forget the off-season. This is where most batteries go to die. The rules are so simple. Store it fully charged, hook it up to a smart maintenance charger, and if you can, bring it inside. A tiny bit of care in the winter means your boat starts on the very first try in the spring.
Now let's just do some quick math, looking at the long term. Okay, a $900 lithium battery seems crazy expensive next to a $200 lead-acid one. But over a decade, you're going to replace that cheaper battery, what, 3-4 times? Suddenly the total costs are almost the same. Except, with the lithium, you got way better performance and saved a ton of weight for 10 straight years. So, as we wrap this up, I'm just going to leave you with this one question. After everything we've talked about, go take a look at the battery in your boat. Is it a trusted partner you can count on, or is it just your weakest link waiting for the worst possible moment to fail? The choice and the power is all yours.